Okay, we're here. We are doing the stream, and we already have 70 beautiful people checking out this broadcast. That is amazing. Thank you so much for the early bird support here. You might have noticed a few changes. Firstly, the camera is different. Everything is kind of different because, long story short, the real camera, quote unquote, that we used for these streams, it actually got stolen. So yeah, I don't have it anymore. We're using a substitute here. It's on a different kind of setup. It's a little higher this time, and it's a little wider too. So I hope y'all can forgive me for that. But we have some amazing people here in the chat already. I'm checking this out here. Robert, what's going on? Lauren, Jason, Wyatt, Fizzy. Nice to see our mods back in here. Thank you, Fizzy, for checking out the stream here. Buddy231, Stefan, Castongue, I Snipe, Bardowski, Dan, Justin, guys, what's going on? Just kind of checking up here with the chat before we get things underway here. Not a duo, talking smack about the Wings? Come on, man. What's going on, though? It's been a while. All right. Princess Flora, Noxious, Swizzy. I see all y'all in the chat here. We have ourselves a really interesting draft lottery. And the reason I say that is because for the first time in, let's say, a decade, half a decade, my Vancouver Canucks are not in the draft lottery. We have no horse in this race. So I'm repping my second favorite team. We'll get into the odds. We'll get into everything. But I wanted to say here just kind of the plan for what we're going to do for this broadcast. So some of y'all who are on the West Coast, you know what's going on here. It's 2:30 p.m. right now. The draft lottery program on TV begins at 3:30. So we're going to be hanging out for about an hour here, reading the chat, answering some questions. We'll be talking about the draft, talking about the prospects. And I did get myself a whole bunch of hockey card packs. I was like, hey, I was doing some browsing yesterday. I need to fill out my collection, need to fill out my binders. And so I was kind of saying to myself, why not open these on stream so I can use the cost of these as a tax write-off? Genius, right? That's how it works, baby. That's how you gotta work the system here. So we're gonna be using this for content. We got an hour to fill before the actual draft programming starts. We can probably get to that at 3 p.m. PST or something. But let's get into some of the comments over here. Zifk, good to see ya. Yes, it's good to see you too. Zen, hello Lego. What's going on, Zen? Eugene, woohoo. Zest, it's been a while. Yes, Zest, thank you for checking out here the stream. Canucks need to win. My barber is my mom's friend and her son is an Oilers fan, and we made a bet so the loser has to get a buzz cut. Fizzy, you know what? I wouldn't be betting my hair on the Vancouver Canucks. I don't think I'm at that point yet, but that's a really, really good bet. Good for you guys. Princess Flora, ironic that my Leafs lost again. Is it ironic or was it expected? I'm sorry. I can't say that. Yeah, no, that was a really tough loss. King Dong in the house? No way, I'm not gonna say that. When does the lottery start? Okay, Andrew, so the draft lottery program on the television will begin in an hour. But the thing is, if you've been following the events for a few years, you kind of recognize the format. The draft lottery itself takes 2 seconds. They just draw the ping pong balls and that's it. But the draft lottery television program usually takes about half an hour or so. They like to really drag it out and get commercials in there. So we'll talk about that more once everything continues. Let's go. You're streaming? Yes, Raphael, we are. Anything leaked so far? Yeah, we did have ourselves a few leaks. We'll get into that in a little bit here. Maureen, where's your Red Wings jersey? I got the jerseys for my favorite series upcoming right here. What is that? Fireworks? What the hell happened? No way! Yo, did anybody else see that? What the heck? That's brand new. Is that the camera or is that Streamlabs? I have no idea what just happened there. LR99, respect for wearing the Habs jersey. Yes, Dank Washer, we have to get it. My Wings are in the draft lottery, yes, but they can only move up to 5th overall if they win. They can't go to 1st, so I'm gonna, put more love here with the Habs for now. All right, Demidov or Celebrini for the Canadians? I'd go Celebrini. Demidov is great, but, Celebrini is very, very good, too. All right. Prediction, Chicago gets the number 1 pick, Anaheim 2, San Jose 3. I'd be good with the California teams getting up there. But Chicago, though. Ay. Okay, so y'all are kind of buzzing about it. Let's go out there and actually talk about the leaks. So, how are we going to do this? Can I go over to my scene? There you go. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. We will edit the video. We're just doing everything live here. And then we will go over to this page right here. So, earlier this morning, you had John Busigros. Is that how you pronounce it? Busigros? The guy from NBCSN or TNT or whatever it is. He went out there and tweeted this picture and then subsequently deleted it. So if we go over here, how does that look? No, that does not look good. All right, I'm still getting used to this entire streaming setup once more. Oh, here? Is this looking good? Okay. This is a little better. A little better. No, that's the wrong element. Yeah, you could tell I haven't done this in a while, can't you? All right, let's make this a bit smaller. How does that work? Yeah, no, sorry, folks. I am still so rusty with this. Streamlabs is kind of messing up with me here. Okay. Anyways, let's just zoom out. That makes it a little bit easier. Here you go. Here you go. And there. All right, so John Busigros tweeted this, and then he quickly deleted the picture. Is it the draft order, or was it just deleted? Let's open this in a new tab and zoom in here. So we had ourselves the leaked image saying that the draft order would be San Jose, Utah, Chicago, Anaheim, Columbus, Montreal, Ottawa, Seattle, Calgary, New Jersey, followed quickly by Buffalo, Philadelphia, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Detroit, St. Louis. Now, the thing is, John accidentally, tweeted this out, but he actually rescinded it right after. He said, oh no, the draft lottery itself is done like an hour before. This tweet that he tweeted out with this list was from this morning. This, apparently, what you're seeing on the screen, was a test run. It was a trial. They're just, formulating it out, saying, okay, if this is the order, how is it going to look on the screen? How is it going to display? How does it look? Everything. So this was just a test run. We're not going to use this as gospel. If this actually does end up happening, that San Jose is number 1 and Utah is number 2 and everything, then we're going to be kind of pissed off because we already knew this for a few hours. But yeah, at this point, if Utah wins that second overall lottery, everybody's going to be kind of psyched out. Let's go out there and see some of the comments here. Love the jersey. Yes, thank you. I got it from the thrift store. It was only like $16. Better trash the Wings now because something's coming. It's going to be another 30 years before you can poke the bear again. Let's go Wings. Yeah, you know what? The Wings, man, they're coming up on up. So if you got to trash them now because you're not going to be able to over the next few years. Watch Detroit with no chance to get first, win the lottery. Ay. Tell us what is you're saying at the end of each video. I need to know. That was not a good one, but we got it. I think it would make sense for Montreal and Toronto to trade for the Price contract. Oh boy. Are you talking about some sort of like a Marner for Price thing? That would be insane, eh? Take down the Oilers jersey. I can't, dude. I can't. It's Vancouver. It's Edmonton. We gotta go with it. That is it. That's the plan. Why is there a legend on my screen? John? You're not on my screen. What are you talking about? There ain't no legend over here. What's going on? Hot Take Hockey, one of the hardest working folks in the biz. Nice to see you, John. Thanks for checking out the stream here. I don't know if you're going to go live. If you're going to go live, then hey, I don't want to step on your toes here, but happy to see you, John. My playoffs ended Sunday morning in a brutal way. Are you talking about the Leafs, Princess Flora? Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what? To make things better, though, I did have myself for a few years, actually. I've been, showing this off, but, I do have a kind of right here. I do have myself one of these. The Centennial Classic Marners. I think this is fake, but it's really nice looking, and I wore it all throughout high school. So, yeah. Honor, pride, and courage. That's what it says here on the top, eh? Mitch Marner. Is he going to be a Leaf? Who really knows? We got Canadian matchups over here. We could, I don't know, put Marner in right behind the Oilers logo and right behind the Canucks jersey here. That looks interesting. Toronto Maple Leafs represent, baby. Yeah, no, Marner, eh? That's the guy. Lego, where is Zagros going? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Wikipedia shows the odds are high on the Sharks, Blackhawks, Ducks, and Columbus. Okay, you know what? That's a great idea. Let's go out there and go back over here, and we will take a look at the Tankathon odds. Here you go. So, right away here, can we do to the other one? Yeah, okay, this one's a bit better. This one's a bit better. Yeah, I'm starting to figure out the intricacies of doing these draft streams again. But if we go over here, the San Jose Sharks have themselves the highest odds at picking first overall. Their odds on percentage is 25.5. Second is Chicago. They have a 13.5% chance. Anaheim has a 11.5% chance, and then everything else goes down. This is kind of complicated. Can we zoom out here? Yeah, okay. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. You can see more teams over here this way. If the leak turns out to be correct order of this draft lottery, it'll be a good non-original 6 team end up getting to pick first overall. That's true. I mean, San Jose, this is kind of the thing, right? Like, if the Sharks pick first, I'm not too ticked off about that. Like, they kind of deserve anybody that is going to be in that talent level of a Celebrini or a Demidov or whomever else could go second overall. San Jose is a totally fine team to get it. It's just, there are a bunch of others that would be right in there that will be kind of frustrating. Like, Chicago has a 13.5% chance of getting it. If Chicago gets Bedard and Celebrini in back-to-back years, then, yeah. Fake fan alert. Come on, Fizzy. Come on, bro. Oilers in 5? Ryan says. Oh, maybe. Who really knows? Honestly, if the Oilers win in 5, like, I'm not going to be too ticked off about that. Lego looks like Nick Suzuki's brother. Nick Suzuki is very handsome, so that's good for me. Thank you for saying that. Nothing more manly than wearing another man's name on your back. Hey, man, I guess so. If you want to say that. The black, yellow, and red Canucks jersey should never have gone away. Yeah, they're very nice, aren't they? They're very, very nice. Chicago doesn't deserve first. How much longer until the lottery? So the draft lottery is at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 p.m. EST. It's so strange when it says Utah for Arizona. Yeah, the Utah Hockey Club has themselves a pretty good chance at this entire thing as well. Utah has a 7.5% chance of getting first overall. And look, Celebrini needs a winger to play with Marner, so let's maybe make that thing happen. Who really knows? How much longer to the lottery? Yeah, I'll lose my mind if Calgary's pick jumps to first. Calgary does have the opportunity to go to number 1. They have a 5% chance at doing so. I'm just kind of okay with whatever, because right now, Vancouver has another, like, Vancouver's own pick is with Calgary, and that's going to stick around here in this spot, depending on how far the Canucks end up going in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So, Calgary, you guys can take on Kuzmenko. I'd actually really like to see Celebrini and Kuzmenko play together. I think the styles of how they would mesh would be super interesting. Lego, do you think Reinbacher makes the team next season? I don't think so. I think they want to give him just a little bit more time. I could see Reinbacher starting the year in Laval and then getting a spot sometime around December or January and then staying for the rest of the year. Sort of similar to what Simon Edvinsson did with Detroit. I know I'm kind of just making connections with my favorite teams, but it is like, it's pretty stable development path, I feel. Take some time in the A, get used to the North American game because, he's been playing in Europe the entire time, and eventually work your way up to the big leagues when somebody gets injured. I could see Uncle Gary rigging it for Utah as a thank you gift. Yeah, maybe, eh? Maybe. All right, so everybody's talking about prospects. Everybody is talking about names. By the way, we have 407 beautiful people here in this chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't already, click like on the stream to get us a little bit more engagement here, and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of stuff, because our spring goal is 500 subs. We are about 500 away. Do we have the alert box? Is that working? I think it is, right? It should be working. Yeah, okay, it's working. So, if anybody here is brand new, we make hockey videos every single day talking about news, prospects, rumors, and everything in between. So if you are interested in that, then hey, continue to check out the channel. Bonjour tout le monde. Shama goes out there and says, what's going on, Shama? Maybe Reinbacher gets the 9 games and then sent down. Maybe. It depends on how good he is, honestly. Like, if he's really good, like, above and beyond, like, totally better than Barron or whatever, then, like, keep him up. It would totally be appropriate, I would think. Where will all the Marlies prospects go now that the Growlers shut down? That's my concern. A lot of them became free agents in the ECHL, I think, but I think their rights are still held up by the Marlies. If my memory serves correctly, I might be incorrect about that. I'm not sure. Eiserman to Detroit, that would be awesome. Imagine Eiserman calling out Eiserman's name. That is totally fine. Can you imagine all those years that Arizona sucked and they don't get first overall, and then the 1 year where they're moving, then they get first? That would be hilarious. Is the lottery rigged? I don't know. We'll see. If Chicago wins it, then maybe it is. Who really knows? I don't know if I would say I'm beautiful, but thank you, Lego. Mark, no, I disagree. You're very beautiful. I would love to see ASP make it on the Sweden team. I'd love to see that too. He had himself a crazy good year, this Axel Sandin Pellikka did. The lottery already happened. The broadcast is just at 6:30. First time I see a face on that voice. Yes. Is this what you expected? It usually isn't. I always get the, oh, I thought you were white comments all the time. So it's totally fine to say it. Now, with 13 minutes to go before 3 p.m., what I wanted to do was go over to Elite Prospects. Let's take a look at the top projected players based off of the consolidated rankings. So Elite Prospects, they have this function where they compile all of the top lists and they make one list averaging out all the ranks. Let's go out there and see this. So first overall projected pick is Macklin Celebrini. Not surprising. That is totally going to be the guy here. Second overall, Ivan Demidov, who is just an absolute force. I mean, double point per game guy in the MHL, super strong KHL point producer as well. He has just been on fire. He honestly could be on the same tier, if not a tad better than Matvei Mishkov, but only time will tell. Third overall, you have Artyom Levshunov out of Michigan State University. If you want to think about a big physical guy who can produce points at will, that's Levshunov. Like, I think Scouching was the one that said he kind of reminds him of Dion Phaneuf-ish. And, of course, Captain Dion at a time was one of the best players in the NHL for just being an absolute brute who can play and produce points. I thought you were AI, bro. Is that a compliment or what? I'm not too sure. Did you see the leaked draft lottery on Twitter? Yes, we did. Apparently it's rehearsal. So we'll see what happens with that. Why does Eiserman get so much hate? Okay, yes. So we can actually scroll down here. A bunch of these guys are nice. Sam Dickinson is a, do I want to say like Alex Pietrangelo-esque kind of defenseman who can produce points? Caden Lindstrom is a beast. Absolute monster right there. Berkly, Catton is smaller, but he's got an offensive touch. Anton Silayev is a huge player. He's 6'7", and he could be just a number 1 minutes-eating defenseman on an NHL team if everything works out. Konsta Helenius is a two-way capable center right wing who maybe lacks a bit of dynamism, but who could project to play a very solid middle six game. Zeev Buyem, offensive defenseman from the University of Denver Pioneers. Zayne Parekh, the best offensive defenseman debatably in the draft, but who has a few other shortcomings in his game too. If we scroll down here to Cole Eiserman, the question was, why do people not like Eiserman? Why does he get a lot of hate? And the answer for that is, Cole Eiserman plays a game that is very similar to that one dude on your EASHL team who scores all the goals and who plays like he wants to score all the goals. He's always tapping for the puck in his stick, he holds onto it for a bit too long, but when he fires it, man, can he fire it. There's also a little bit of questioning about his work ethic and maybe his off-puck play, because really when Cole Eiserman is at his best, he has the puck in his stick and he's ripping it. But his game around that isn't really the best. So this isn't really like the same Cole Caulfield type of player where it's like, oh yeah, when he's not scoring goals, he's setting up plays. He's doing other things. He's back-checking. He's doing this. He's doing that. Kevin, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that, my friend. Got the Wolf of Wall Street going. Still pumping around there. It is very interesting, the pros and the cons of Cole Eiserman. I knocked into the pop filter there. Experiencing financial difficulties, prompting the minor league to shut that team down. Yeah, exactly. It was really unfortunate for the Newfoundland Growlers, excuse me. How's it going, Lego? Excited to see what happens with the Wings. Me too, Underground Flex. If the Wings can somehow pull off a miracle and get to the 5th overall pick, then hey, that'd be great. I mean, imagine Steve Eiserman with another top pick here. He's going to select another guy who projects to not really be a top player, and that guy's going to end up being like the next Sider. That'd be awesome. Do you think Lane Hutson will make the team this year? Oh, you know what? I'd say it's like a 50-50 chance. It's pretty close. It's hard to guarantee anything, especially players who are so fresh out of the NCAA, but I think that Lane has a definite chance at doing that. Such a shame they removed Celebrini and Fantilli from the Worlds and brought in Pierre-Luc Dubois, of all people, and Paul and Hagel. Yeah, no, 100% Zifik. If you didn't already see that, Celebrini and Fantilli were removed from Team Canada, and they're going home because they actually joined the team with the understanding that if some other veteran players are eliminated from the playoffs and join Team Canada, then Celebrini and Fantilli's roles on the team might not be all too used, and therefore they can just leave, and that's exactly what they did. It's not like the players themselves got screwed over. They knew this was a possibility, but it is a shame not to see Celebrini and Fantilli on the same squad. Maybe we gotta wait until the Olympics, right? Is it possible for the Wings to move up? Yes. So the Wings can move from what is currently the 15th overall pick. They can move a maximum up to 5th overall because the teams and the rules list that teams can only move up 10 spots max. So Detroit can go from 15 to 5. In fact, let's go over to the Wikipedia page. How does that sound? 2024 NHL Draft Wikipedia. All right. This is a little bit better and easier to visualize. So the Detroit Red Wings, if we want to see, they have a 1.1% chance of going to 5th overall. 5th overall in the draft. They have a 97.9% chance at staying at 15, and they have a 1.1% chance of dropping to 16. How could Detroit drop to 16? Well, St. Louis would have to win one of the draft lotteries and move up to 6th overall, thus making all the teams underneath St. Louis, so all of these drop one spot. It's very complicated, but once the draft lottery is done, we'll be able to see the graph and see everything work itself out. Lottery is good. The Devils potentially winning the 1st overall pick is dumb. I mean, if they do win it, yeah, they do have a chance to win it. A 3.5% chance. That would be something, isn't it? Jack Hughes, Celebrini, and Hischier. That'd be amazing. They could honestly trade the pick and they'd be fine. Let's cut to the chase. The Hawks will get and deserve the 1st pick if it is good for the NHL and outstanding for Hawks fans. Maybe not outstanding for fans outside of Chicago, because, I think a lot of people are kind of sick of the Blackhawks getting top picks from Bedard to Celebrini. That would be nuts. I hope the 1st pick doesn't go Celebrini. It's gonna be Celebrini. XL Sparta, it's gonna be Celebrini. Ideal draft choice in your eyes for the Flyers? That's a great question. So, Philadelphia currently has themselves the 12th overall pick. They've got a 0% chance of going up to number 1. They could go up to number 2. Assuming Philadelphia stays at number 12, I could honestly see a guy like Michael Brandsegg-Nygård. That'd be an interesting pickup for them. Physical, bigger kind of guy. Depending on the size that is available there, if you need defense, I mean, I don't think Anton Salayev is going to be there at all, but he's like the biggest defender of the draft that's actually good. There are a few names, I think, that Philadelphia could focus on. If we go to player info here, you can see some of the attributes of these guys. Celebrini, 6 feet, 190. Oh, that's not what we want to do here. If we go over to the 12th overall range and see where these guys are, I mean, yeah, Michael Brandsegg-Nygård, 6'1", Liam Greentree, 6'2". I don't want to, generalize and say that Philadelphia is only looking for big dudes, but it is kind of a thing that I think they would be interested in, especially with the loss of Cutter Gauthier, right? Like, you might want to replace that size. Who do you want to win the lottery? Easy. The Habs, baby. My Canucks are not in the draft lottery anymore, thankfully, so we gotta cheer for my second favorite team. If Detroit wins, the 2nd overall lottery, if it goes 1 and 2, Montreal-Detroit, that'd be best case scenario for me, but of course, I'm not gonna say that that's gonna happen. Ideal pick for Montreal? Celebrini. Hell yeah. Vancouver is apparently planning on doing a viewing party. Okay, great. Great. Any players who might be... I love this question from Zifik. Any players who might be traded in the first round for picks? Mitch Marner, baby! Let's go, Mitch Marner! Lauren, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. We've got 592 beautiful people over here. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Alright, I wouldn't mind CBJ winning a lottery, but obviously I'd rather much it being Montreal. I'd be totally okay with Columbus, too. Like, give Fantilli and Celebrini another chance at playing together. That would be so awesome. And, you know, I think I speak for a lot of hockey fans when I say that Columbus has been bad for too long. Like, come on. Just get better. Like, you were good when you beat Tampa, you swept them in the first round, and that was crazy, and everybody was, like, mind-blown at that result, but it sucks seeing Columbus so bad. Mr. Otter, thank you so much for your subscription here. Really appreciate that. Hey, Lego, nice to match the voice with the face. You have a good channel. Hey, thank you, VMJR. I appreciate that. Drake is losing everything, bro. Dude, we are not going to talk about Drake, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick. That is crazy. Like, just the drama, you know, it's just popcorn, 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 and all the disses. They're like L and light at this point. Kendrick and Drake with the amount of one-upping to try to do to each other. It's crazy. Is the draft actually in a half hour? The draft lottery is. Not the draft, the lottery. It's not the same. Lego for Prime Minister? Hell no, I don't want that responsibility. No way. Ridley Gregg needs his center back. That's true, that'd be great. Was that Bobrovsky save the best save in NHL history? I don't know if it's like best save in history. History is like a really big word, Fizzy. That's difficult to go out there and really lock down. What other saves would be their best saves in history? That's a lot to think about. Leak is confirmed. Celebrini to San Jose. Is it really? Like the John Bucci-Gross rehearsal image that we were just looking at over here? Let's just have this like right up here just to mess with people who are checking into this video. Yeah. San Jose, Utah, Chicago, Anaheim, Columbus. Who is that just subscribed there? Daham, the chosen one. Thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. Okay. Okay, we had another subscription here. Oh, thank you so much, Miles, for the sub. Alright, so, because we have half an hour to go before the lottery begins, what I wanted to do, and I said this at the beginning, was I wanted to open some hockey card packs. I got these yesterday, I'm trying to fill out my binders, and I want to use the cost of these as a tax write-off. So, let's go over the rundown here. Ryan Miller, best save in his... Oh, the one where he had the stick out. Yeah, the one with Anaheim. That was a really good save. Lego, what are your closing words you see at the end of your videos? Social 99. That's what it is. Okay. Honor to be here watching you. I'm a big fan. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. So what we have here are 6 sealed Upper Deck packs. We have 3 2021, 2022 SP Authentic packs. We've got a 21-22 MVP pack. We have 2... National Hockey Card Day packs, and we have a 1999 SHL Upper Deck pack. That is Henrik Sedin on the cover. This is from 1999, and these aren't like the craziest packs in the world. They're pretty standard, but I need to fill out my binders. I am really getting into hockey card collecting, and just getting some fodder to fill up the pages is nice. Shout out to Logan Fish. What's going on? There also are a few other packs here that we have gotten. Al Mashup Games, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. We have a bunch of these Dollarama packs that are all really nice. And the unfortunate part about these is that you can actually see one of the cards on the underside. But we have a lot of modern players here, and this is going to be really interesting. So, yeah, we got to fill up time, right? We got half an hour to go before this entire thing goes down. Please, I'm begging you, who will trade for Montreal's pick? Answer, I'm begging you to answer. Who will trade for it? Trevor Zegras, I guess? I don't know. BJ Ballin, what's going on, man? It's been a while. Thank you so much for being here, BJ. You gonna hype stream some games? I'm not sure. I am not sure, because I am a very busy guy nowadays. I am always going outside. When is the start time for the lottery? It's going on in about half an hour or so. 3:30 p.m. PST. Habs are Canada's team. Don't at me, haters. If Sheldon Keefe is fired or hired by Pittsburgh, I want Montreal to trade for Crosby. That would be crazy. I don't know if Sid the Kid would actually do it, but if Sidney decides to just stay in, I ripped this. No, that's not what we want to do here. If Sid just ends up staying in Pittsburgh, I think that's like the most likely outcome. Been out of the card game for a while. What are the most appealing sets these days? I have no idea. I am brand new in this game, so whatever you know, I really don't. I have no real education here. Thank you so much, though, Jonathan, for the subscription there. I really appreciate it. You can tell Lego is getting better at being a YouTuber in the way he talks and has confidence. He's first class, man. Keep it the good work and always giving the fans what they want. Hey, I try, man. I try. I am not having a fun time opening this pack. I am not. So I'm gonna grab the knife here. Is it illegal to show like weapons or whatever on YouTube? I'm not too sure. This is a Swiss Army knife though, so it's not that bad. Lego, if the Canucks hold a viewing party, would you go? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to be near my computer to make videos about it. And also I really value like being able to rewind and watch stuff again. Cliff, what's going on? Excited for tomorrow? I know I am. Me too. I'm very, very excited for Game 1 between the Canucks and the Oilers. Brother, when will you be coming to Scott Road? Oh, man. Scott Road looks like an absolute blast, but I don't know if I could deal with the chaos. Love your videos. Such a great channel, dude. Cool to see a live stream. Hey, thank you, Steven. I really appreciate that. And we have a super chat from Christian. Hilarious. Oh, it's not popped up on the screen yet. How hilarious would it be that all these years Detroit got no lottery luck? They would move up 10 spots this year. That would be crazy. From 15th overall to 5th overall. Thank you so much, Christian. By the way, we did not get rid of the Brad Marchand crying gif as our super chat gif. Who knows? Maybe that kind of thing is going to happen again this year. But this is our first pack of hockey cards. We got a Nick Robertson. Very nice. FTP Dusty, thank you for your subscription here. Billy Smith, okay, that's a nice card. I like that. We're not gonna... That's redacted. Nope, we're not gonna say that. Alexander Romanov, speaking about former Canadians. Wendell Clark, that's a good one. And we have a checklist. So, great pack to open things up. I do not have any of these, so... That's a very welcome addition to the collection over here. Who are your other favorite hockey YouTubers and why is it the hockey guy? Shannon is an absolute tank. He works like crazy. Nothing but respect for Shannon. Other hockey YouTubers, though, I mean, everybody loves Steve. Everybody? A lot of people like Steve. I like Steve. So I'm going to say Steve Dangle is like one of the GOATs. And then, of course, all my friends like Grav, Top Shelf Hockey, Clay Emu especially. A lot of beauties in the hockey scene nowadays. I think I've been a fan for 3 years. Lauren, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Are you doing a live stream at the Draft Lottery? I just canceled my cable TV a couple of weeks ago, and I'm looking for a live stream online. Yes, we're going to be doing that for sure. David, thank you for your subscription. Okay, speaking about Toronto Maple Leafs, we just pulled a Mitch Marner. So there you go. We got Marner. We got another Robertson, so that's a duplicate. Eric Lindros. Very, very nice to see Lindros over here. Team Canada, Connor McDavid. I actually have this one already, but that's a great card. Nils Höglander from the Canucks, and then another set of the checklist there. Okay, so there are a few new ones in this one. The Eric Lindros is a nice addition. Unfortunately, a bunch of these other ones I have seen already, but still very nice to have. All right. Tim A, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. I'm tempted to donate, but I've spent too much money this month already. BJ Ballin, you do not have to donate. That is totally fine. I appreciate you just being here. That is totally, totally okay. Habs would probably take Lindstrom if available at 5, but I'm not sure he will be. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Deuce. Like, Lindstrom seems to be one of Montreal's main guys, but I do not know if he's going to be available at 5. Like, if you wanted, like, we just pulled an Eric Lindros card. Think this dude when you think about Caden Lindstrom, because there's a lot of, like, really good intangible quality to how strong his physical play is. Are you going to show the lottery live? We're going to try to figure out something. I don't know. We're not going to show, like, the video of the thing, but we'll see. Anton, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. Lego, thoughts on Stream East? I unfortunately do not know what Stream East is. Gravity is cool too. Yes, Grav is an absolute legend. I remember actually, there's something going on outside. I cannot control that, but yeah, no, Grav has grown so much as a content creator over the years. Really nice to see. All right, so we just opened up this MVP pack. We have Kyle Connor, Winnipeg Jets. They're very unfortunately eliminated. Erik Karlsson from the Sharks. That's a nice one. All right, Mackenzie Weegar, now a Calgary Flame from that trade. Ricard Raquel from the Anaheim Ducks. We have Radim Zahorna from the Penguins. And, okay, look at this. Before and after, Aaron Ekblad with the Florida Panthers. What is the before and what is the after? What is the difference? Ekblad rocked a blue checkered shirt on January 9th, 2020 before delivering an assist in Florida's 5-2 win over visiting Vancouver. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me of the Vancouver Canucks losing in a game here. All right, why does the lottery hate the Red Wings? I don't know about that, Justin. Like, oh no, the lottery. I mean, I thought you were talking about the chat. Wiley Little Child, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, the Red Wings have had some really bad luck in the draft lottery the past few years. Oh, Streamiest is a streaming site. I see you guys now. I see. Can you try building a team using the cards you pulled? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, Mr. Gayot. I've been actually kind of filling in my binder in the same ways that I would make Hut teams with Hut cards. It's kind of how I was able to get so into this, actually. FTB Dusty, been watching you for a while now, but never on my YouTube account. The content is good, bro. Hey, thank you, Dusty. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you for the support as well. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we just opened up our Superstar pack from the dollar store, and we're starting things off with an Arizona Coyotes, now Utah Hockey Club, Nick Ritchie. That's an interesting card. Oh, look at this. Ray Ferraro. Guess who he predicted to win the Canucks in the Oilers series? He said it was going to be the gosh darn Oilers in 6. His damn wife is on the team, bro. His wife is the assistant GM of the Vancouver Canucks. Come on, Ray. I thought you were going to be with us, Ray. I feel heartbroken, Ray. We got Chris King from the Rangers. This is a really old card. This is from when was this? 1991, Upper Deck. Nice. And then we have, I think this is a Tim Hortons card of Jack Eichel. Very, very nice. Very shiny, reflective. You can see my action figures in the reflection there. Oh, that is so cool. Very nice card. I'm happy to see that. I want the Flames to draft Tej. Yeah, I would love to see the Flames draft Tej Ginla. If the Montreal Canadiens don't get him, which is very well possible because Tej might not actually be a top 5 guy, I mean, having the Flames get Tej would be awesome. Greetings from Finland. Hulu Kuko. What's going on? Thank you so much for hanging out with us here for this draft lottery. The leaked picture of the draft is funny. Yeah, it is. I mean, I wouldn't mind if San Jose got the top pick either, just because, like, they've been so bad this year, but... And it's like, I don't think San Jose is too unlikable either. Like, with Chicago, they're unlikable because they already got Bedard. San Jose is totally okay, in my opinion. All right, we are pulling yet another one of these superstar packs. And first up, we have Alex Iafallo of the LA Kings, recently eliminated by those guys. Or no, Iafallo? Is he in the Jets now? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. This is a Dave Chazowski, again, from 1991. Interesting card there. Oh, this is an old Topps card. Doug Smale from the Quebec Nordiques. Yeah, no, very, very nice. I love the Topps format of the cards here. These look really beautiful. 5'9", 175, 1980s Winnipeg Jets player, Nordiques and North Stars as well. That's cool. And then we got No Peachy Platinum, Trevor Zegras. You can see the reflection of the stuff behind the camera there. That's a beautiful card. Trevor Zegras. So shiny. What position will Arizona draft? You should do a survey. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, but that's cold, man. That is cold. San Jose needs it the most. I would agree with that. They kind of need it the most, quote unquote. Rogers could not be more happy about the Canucks and the Oilers matchup. Yeah, I agree. Ay. That is going to be really, really marketed here in this area. Iafallo is on the Jets. Yeah, he's on the Jets for Dubois. I'll be visiting Vancouver on Friday. Where is a good spot to watch the Canucks games? Honestly, literally just go to any place that serves alcohol in Vancouver and they'll probably have the game. Like, this, I cannot understate. I kind of like toot my own city for a while, but Vancouver has been taken over by Vancouver Canucks talk. It hasn't been like this for years. Like, the Canucks and the Vancouver buzz when the team is doing well, it's like nothing you'll ever see in any of the other markets. Just because, like, how hockey took over this damn city, man. It's crazy. All right, we opened up another one of these packs. First up, we got Captain Shea, absolute legend. That's going in a number 1 spot. I get it. It's a base card, but it's Shea Weber. How can you not like that? Amazing. Next up, we have Travis Zajac from the Devils. Pretty old card. And then SP Authentic 2021. Yes, 2020-2021. Steven Stamkos from the Lightning. Very nice cards there. All right. We are getting a lot of fodder here. I like it. Gary revives markets with superstars. So basing on this rationale, who gets number 1? I'm guessing Anaheim or Chicago. Anaheim would be okay. I don't dislike Anaheim anymore now that the Perry, Getzlaf, Kessler days are done. The Canucks and Oilers home games are named after Rogers. Yeah, no, it is kind of difficult to really feel. Vancouver Airport is even in on the action. Yeah, no, like, I was driving around YVR 2 days ago because I was picking somebody up, and like, there was a big Go Canucks Go sign on the YVR, like the watchtower. I was like, damn, like even the airport is in on the Canucks and their run. That is amazing. Draft leaked. The Canucks will draft 32nd this year. Cliff, that would be amazing. Memer Monkey, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. You think Mishkov will come this season? No, this season is already over for Philadelphia. They're not playing anymore. But if you mean next season, I think it's possible. Like, it's a lot more possible now than it was a few weeks ago. All right, we just opened up one of these 2010 to current packs. First up, we have Tyler Bozeman from the St. Louis Blues. This base card is from 2021, so it's from a while ago. We got Max Pacioretty from the long-term injury reserve Vegas Golden Knights. Where does he sign? Does he come back to Montreal? Habs fans, what are your opinions on Max coming back to the Habs? And then we have a 2023 base card of Anthony Mantha with the Washington Capitals. Speaking about Detroit, Anthony Mantha's right here. Nice cards. I like these. Canucks traded their pick, no, for Lindy? Yes, that is true. I completely forgot. 32nd overall, Calgary gets the pick because Elias Lindholm was the big pickup here. Shout out my team. River is my team. Hurt myself while scoring the winning goal. Shout out my team. River is my... Well, okay, good for you for getting a goal there, Lauren. Where do you think John Klingberg will bounce to next? I don't know if he's even going to be able to play, honestly. That's going to be tough, eh? ZX82, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. John Klingberg should have taken the Dallas offer. Yeah, like that was a huge bet on yourself moment that did not pay out well at all. He wanted to get more bank, and he let up on a really good contract that wasn't worth it. On Money Puck, after Game 7 of the Dallas-Vegas series, the deserve to win a meter was instead didn't cheat on the LTIR meter. That is funny. Is that true? That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Okay, we just opened up one of these 6 card packs here. Just tuning in, when is the draft lottery? I'm in Sweden, so the time is 12:14, and I've got work tomorrow. Worth it to stay tuned. Oscar, by this time in about an hour, the draft lottery should be over. So do with that what you will. It starts at 3:30 p.m. PST, so 12:30 your time. ZX82, I listened to all your videos on 2x speed, so it seems like you're in slow motion right now. Dude, I cannot even fault you for that. I do the same thing. I do the same thing for every YouTube video I watch that's not music. I always do it double time speed. Thank you for the super chat, though. I really appreciate it. We got to wait for the Brad Marchand thing to pop up on the screen in front of this Canucks jersey. But here are our next 6 cards. We got Mike Riley from the Montreal Canadiens, 2018-19 base card, so that's a big throwback. Brian Leetch from the Rangers, legendary player, 91 upper deck as well. Greg Pasolowski from, I think this is Pinnacle. Yeah, this is a Pinnacle card. It's black around the borders. Very, very nice. Shiny, too. Really cool. Oh, look at that, eh? JT Miller from the Vancouver Canucks of PG Platinum. He does not have his beard. You can see the ring of the camera around there. Can it focus? No, it cannot. But JT Miller without a beard is so weird to look at, eh? He looks kind of like Sam Lafferty. They look really similar. That's kind of funny. All right, we have Scott Mellenby. There you go, from the Florida Panthers. Nice. And Alex Stalock from the Minnesota Wild. Very nice. Okay, there you go. The super chat finally went through. The Brad Marchand crying gif, everybody's favorite. Valentin is from Sweden as well. As a Dallas fan, it was amazing call on him, because it led to Tanev, Marshman, and Duchesne. Yeah, that's true. BJ Ballin spoke about it earlier. Dallas offered like $7 million, $8 million a year. Crazy dollar amount for John Klingberg, but it led to some pretty good things for the Dallas Stars, so I'm pretty good with that. NHL should add a luxury tax for cap circumvention. That'd be so funny. I watch 1.5. Yeah, that's fine too. Sometimes 2 times speed is a little bit like, you can't really make out some of the things, but 1.5 is totally okay too. I did, if you guys didn't realize this, if you're on computer and you're watching YouTube, you can press shift and then the period and comma buttons. So if you press shift period, it speeds up. If you press shift comma, it speeds down, or it slows down, excuse me, and you can toggle it. Like if you're going like 2 times speed, but you want to like go a little bit slower, you can just like tap it twice and then it'll go backwards. It's really good, the system they have here. Klingberg was protected by good partners. He had the Subban effect. PK was like good during his time in Montreal. He won a Norris, but PK of course had to get some support around him. His playstyle, like isolated, wasn't really the most like, let's just say, projectable to have that same amount of success. Like if PK played elsewhere, I don't know if he would have been like as good. Sorry, I just mean, what's the first pick worth? What level of assets would be needed for it? Okay, so I'd say that Macklin Celebrini is kind of in a similar tier as Jack Hughes was. So kind of think of what Jack Hughes could be valued at and think about that for Celebrini and the first overall pick this year. Skibbity, I'm not going to answer your question on the Skibbity toilet lore. Yeah, no, sorry. Fizzy, nope. All right, we got some more cards here. Mikhail Backlund for the Calgary Flames, very nice. Jeremy Roenick, NHL All-Star. That's a big throwback. What year is this? 1991 Upper Deck. We're getting a lot of 1991 cards. Okay, we got some Junk Wax Don Barber from the Score. North Stars. We got the Wayne Train. Nice to see that. Toronto Maple Leafs. All-Star Vincent Danfus. There you go. That's a classic. And then Craig Smith from the Boston Bruins. Was Craig Smith on the Nashville Predators this previous year? Was he playing against Vancouver in that series? Somebody please fact check me here. PK was protected by Markov and Yossi Ellis Ekholm. Yeah, that's true. The decor in Nashville when PK was there was fantastic. Fantastic. If you press Alt F4, it will give you a Wayne Gretzky card. Hey man, I'm on Mac. I'm not going to be able to do that. So let's go out there and open these 3 SP Authentic packs, and then we'll open this Sweden pack at the end, just because there's a Henrik Sedin on the front. I already have the Henrik Sedin, actually, but we'll see what the rest of the Swedish League has to offer. You have an awesome card collection? Hey, Deuce, thank you. I'm just kind of opening up whatever I see here. We'll do these SPA packs with Raymond and Sider in the front. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful art. Will you be doing a hype stream for tomorrow's game? I think I'm going to be out for tomorrow's game. I'm not going to be able to do a stream, unfortunately. This is like the unfortunate part about it is like we had such a good time doing streams and everything for a lot of this stuff earlier. Kevin, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. We had a really great time doing the streams for the draft and for the games, but that was during COVID, so it was a lot easier to not go outside. But nowadays, it's like, you know, I'm a busy guy. I'm doing stuff outside of YouTube. Lego, do you think Primo can be your number one? Not sure as Monty as our number one. Honestly, I don't doubt that Montembeault can, like, handle 41 games in a season. The question is whether he's going to be, like, really good at it. That's the thing. All right, here we go. SP Athletic Pack. We got Jake Gensel, free agent, wherever he's going to go. We'll see. But he's a Pittsburgh Penguin in this card. We have a Nikolai Ehlers from Winnipeg. That's a nice one. Here we go. Captain Nick Suzuki. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Big props over to Nick Suzuki. We have a Ryan O'Reilly St. Louis Blues card, so that's pretty old if you can already tell. And then an SP Rookie Authentics, Philip Tomasino. Whatever happened to him? Is he still playing with the Predators? Was he in the playoff series? I don't know. Smith is in Dallas. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, Craig Smith is in Dallas. I hope Pierre-Luc Dubois likes the Wings next season. Yeah, no, or the wing. PK Subban had the luxury of playing with Markov, one of the best duos back then. Yeah, they were so good. They were so good. Thoughts on Linus Karlsson and Abbotsford? He's been pretty good. Brandon, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. Do you think he's going to get a spot or if he'll go back home to Sweden? I would not be surprised if Linus spent a little bit more time in Abbotsford. If the Canucks really wanted to try him out at the NHL level, like let's say they're not able to keep Dakota Joshua, they're not able to keep Elias Lindholm, and there are some extra spots available, I think Linus Karlsson would maybe be one of the guys they try. I don't know if it's guaranteed, though. That's the problem. Would you feel fairly confident in the Canucks winning if they were to face the Bruins in a rematch cup final? No. Hell no. I'm still traumatized from that, Scarface. Hell no. I think the Canucks' best path is Dallas and then the Rangers. Yeah, that would be like, do I want to say ideal, quote unquote? I don't want to see the Canucks playing Colorado. That would be just a bloodbath. Dallas is good, though. They had some pretty good games against Dallas this season. But of course, you know, it's a little different regular season and everything. How do I look? How long has been since I followed you? I'm not sure, Nathan, but thank you for the support, though. Is the lottery in 9 minutes? Yes, it's in 9 minutes. All right, we're just finishing up these SPA packs. Here we go. We got Miro Heiskanen from Dallas. Beautiful card. Oh, Memer Monkey, thank you so much for the super chat here. Do you have a Jets jersey? What do you think of Velarde? I do not have a Jets jersey, unfortunately. But Velarde is awesome. I've been on Velarde's side for a very long time. There you go, the Brad Marchand gift popping up on the screen here. Even if you go on this YouTube channel's history, like going over the back half of the decade pretty much, we were always talking about Velarde. I love Velarde as a prospect, and now he's doing really well, so I'm happy. Philadelphia Flyers, Claude Giroux, very, very nice. We have Austin Matthews, hit him with the 4. Matthew Barzal from the Islanders, very beautiful here. This is the blue variant, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then we have ourselves, wow, Authentic Profiles, Jason Robertson. Really, really nice. That's a beautiful card, my goodness. Wow, I really like this. This looks so sleek. Who wins a best of 7 this year? This year's Canucks or the 2011 Canucks? I think the 2011, don't quote me on this, but I think the 2011 Canucks would bully this year's Canucks. Like, the Sedins were just stone cold. They didn't let anything faze them. Ryan Kessler and JT Miller, I think, would cancel each other out. But if you get like a Torres, a LaPierre, and these guys like bumming around Elias Pettersson, I think that could do some really big damage. And then like Mason Raymond could keep up with Garland, and I think while Quinn Hughes would be the best defenseman, the decor, oh, actually, I don't know. The Canucks decor now is really tough. They're big and strong. In 2011, they were just like very two-way efficient. I'm not sure. That's a really good question. Best of 7? I have no idea. Do you like the Barber Pole Habs jersey? I do. I like the Barber Pole Habs jersey. I really like it. Don't go to Chicago. The G-Man Claude, yeah. 2011 Canucks easily. Okay, BJ Ballers knocking some sense into here. Canucks will get buzzsawed by Edmonton without Demko. I don't know if buzzsawed is the right word. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost in like 6, but the Canucks have a chance. They have a chance. I just want to say thanks for the 2020 streams. Those carried and really helped a lot of us get through the pandemic. Hey, no, thank you for being here for it, Fizzy. Like, those 2020 streams helped me as well, because we kind of needed something to do while everybody was stuck inside. So just hanging out, talking about hockey, that was always like really fun. Did you try O-Pee-Chee Platinum? Boom Boom Dom. Thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate that, man. I got a Caulfield Red Prism 1 of 65 last month. Love this product. That is awesome. I actually haven't bought any of the boxes. I do have like a few O-Pee-Chee Platinum cards, but I pulled them randomly. That is really great, though. All right, so this is our last SP Authentic pack from 21-22. We've got the LTIR captain himself, Mark Stone. Nice. We've got William Nylander. Nice. Look at that. Nylander and Marchand right on the screen there. We have... Oh, we were just talking about him. Elias Pettersson, the old version of Pettersson that was still like really, really consistent and good. Kevin Fiala, #1 villain for the Vancouver Canucks, and SP Rookie Authentics, Tate McRae's ex-boyfriend. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Yeah, no, that's true, by the way. That's true, by the way. Is it out of focus? It's out of focus now. Hey, how are we going to fix that? There we go. We fixed it. 2011 Canucks had Torres, Bieksa, Burrows, Kessler, Edler, Ehrhoff, Lapierre, lots of aggravators, and sandpaper. Yeah. That 2011 team, they would... I don't want to use the word bully, but that's the word I used earlier. Marty Baron at TSN claimed lots of rest for Stu Skinner following the end of the Kings and Oilers series had been good. Sergei Bobrovsky got plenty of rest between the last game of the Panthers and Lightning series, and they got smoked. So maybe that's a good point. Yeah, maybe. ASP and Raymond are going to be best buds. Oh, yeah, for sure. That Swedish connection in Detroit, it's always Swedes and Russians. They go that route. It's a nice one. Okay, maybe not Russians like nowadays, but before, a lot of Russians. Okay, so we are opening up this Henrik Sedin 1999 Sweden Upper Deck pack. We'll see what happens. SHL signatures, SHL oldies. So, you are not going to know any of these names, because I don't know any of these names. And that's not, cause and correlation, but firstly, we got Jorgen Bemstrom. This is 1999 Swedish Hockey League stuff. Next up here, we have Charles Berglund from Djurgårdens. Is that in focus? No, it is not. Okay. Okay, next up we have Paul Anderson Everberg from, what team is that? Västerås? Yeah, it is. All right, let's move this over here. Paul Anderson Everberg, excuse me. We have a Thomas Berglund, if anybody knows who that is. We have, oh my goodness, no way, Heroes of Gold. Is that Henrik Sedin, baby? Henrik damn Sedin. Oh my goodness, Henrik Sedin, baby, Henrik Sedin. Oh my gosh, okay. Gotta be careful with it. All right, we will put this in here. Come on, please go. All right. Oh my goodness, Henrik Sedin. That is a beautiful card. All right, we gotta open up this top loader. This top loader is kind of ugly. Let's get a different one. We need a nicer top loader here. Okay, yeah, this top loader is nice. Ooh, Henrik Sedin. That's upside down. Wow. Hands of Gold, Henrik Sedin, 1999 Sweden card. That is beautiful. Speaking about the draft, big dub. Radim Verbata mentioned. Yeah, that's a really good one. Nice pull, great stuff. Thank you. And lastly... Oh, I got an autographed card from Ulf Soderstrom. This is a redemption card. This trading card was sent to Upper Deck directly from Ulf Soderstrom. This certificate expressly warrants the authenticity of the depicted athlete's signature. Enjoy your autographed card. And then it's, you have received a redemption card for the autographed trading card set from 1999-2000. And then, yeah, okay. This is cool, but it expired in 2000. Yeah, October 6, 2000. That's fine, because right now, the actual draft lottery programming has begun. We've had one really big pick, or one really good pull in Henrik Sedin's Hands of Gold. Wow, that is so beautiful, man. Canucks legend, bro. Legend. Alright. I have a 2007 Lindros card when he played for Dallas. That's really nice. Henrik Sedin was better than Daniel, in my opinion. They're kind of the same. Literally. Containing McDavid will land on Lindholm. I agree with that. It's got to be Elias Lindholm's job this time around. Alright. I'd rather have Soucy and Myers on the McDavid line. That's a fair assessment. Don't disagree with that. Rumor is that the Sharks got first. Okay, so pause. Everybody pause. So, right now on TV, they're showcasing the draft lottery odds. We'll be very clear about this, that the draft lottery itself, we said this at the beginning of the stream, we'll say it again, this stuff takes like 2 minutes to do. You pull out a few ping pong balls and that's it. But because TV is TV, they love to drag it out and they love to put a bunch of commercials in there. So we don't know what the order is right now, assuming that the leak that we had seen is not real. But, yeah, no, for now, we just gotta wait a little bit. The draft lottery is on, but we don't know the order. What in the world am I going to do with this? Ulf Soderstrom redemption card from 1999. Other than that, though, we had some pretty good pulls. Let's just collect everything in a stack. This is the only card that I'm really, like, disappointed that we pulled, though, to be honest. Of that dude. But everything else was pretty good. Henrik and Daniel were two sides of the same coin. One a playmaker, the other more of a goal scorer. I can agree with that. If the player ain't producing, then get Podkolzin in ice time. I think you could say Podkolzin was kind of the in-and-out replacement for Giuseppe, though, wasn't he? Play Podkolzin over Mikheyev at this point. Yeah, Mikheyev hasn't really been doing much. It's kind of unfortunate. Lego Rocks 99, I think the Canucks should focus on Ekholm. He single-handedly stabilizes the decor. Yeah, no, he really does. Ekholm has been so good for the Edmonton Oilers, and it's like, it's not even funny. The guy had one of the highest, like, on-ice game scores in the past few years, I think, in one of the earlier Edmonton games. He has been such a force. It's almost like he wasn't a second option in Nashville, and he himself was just really damn good, too. Like, ever thought of that, eh? If the player can't find on Stream East... Guys, I'm not going to endorse illegal streaming over here. Wings trade Zadina for the Sharks' first pick. Can we still do that? That would be great. I don't think so, though. Not anymore. I want Mikheyev traded. He's very painful to watch. He is painful to watch. He doesn't do anything. Ilya Mikheyev completely, like, neutralizes every offensive chance that the Canucks have on offense whenever he is on the ice. It is not good. No Canucks have done much, really. The first round was tight. That's kind of true, too. It was a really tight first round. I do still think, though, that some players did stand out more than others, like Dakota Joshua in the earlier part of the series. Of course, we got Connor Garland. Pius Suter and Elias Lindholm were good at the beginning and the ends there. Crazy to say that $11 million player is our X factor. Yeah. Is Pettersson worth 11? At this point, I don't think so. I gotta pile up these cards over here. We got a lot of cards, which is really great. I think we opened 63 hockey cards on stream. What a great way to kill the time. And for me to get a such axe right off. That is like the ultimate main priority here. He is Pettersson's Louis Eriksson. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. Ay. Louis, eh? That's how it goes. McKinnon wasn't a generational player either when he was drafted. I'll agree with that. It took McKinnon a long time to become what he is today. Zadorov was the biggest surprise. Yeah, I think so. Zadorov has been an absolute tank this playoff run. I think if the Canucks bring him back, I wouldn't be too disappointed. It just depends on what the dollar amount is at that point. Is the leak real? Well, the leak, according to John Busigros, was just a rehearsal, so we're not gonna, say entirely that it was real or whatever. This is a big stack, eh? Big stack. See, look at that. They just gave us another commercial for this entire program. They're not going to show us the results until, at the very, very end here. Okay. Hoglander, Nick Robertson, a few other of these cards up on top here. Marner, McDavid, and checklists over here. Always a fun time ripping packs. I agree, Pooch. Great time. Louie, oh no, he's got to go. My yearly Lego Rocks live. Yeah, Tyler, you know it. We're going to be doing 2 this year. 1 for the draft and 1 for the draft lotto. Just kind of how it goes nowadays, especially with everybody, doing stuff. I'm very grateful. We have 528 people in this stream. That is amazing. I did not expect that at all, especially since I haven't been streaming, since last year, literally. But it was all worth it for y'all to witness the Henrik Sedin live poll. I am not going to live this down. Cohen Gillings, thank you so much for your subscription. I really appreciate that. What was the leak? The leak was John Busigros tweeting out the draft screen earlier this morning, but then he quickly redacted it and said, oh no, that's just a rehearsal. The actual lottery is done an hour before the event is on TV, which is now. PD passes too much to Mikheyev. He needs to be selfish and create his own goals. PD can't create his own goals. The guy refuses to shoot. It's been so bad, man. But I agree. He needs to start, stop deferring to Mikheyev and just allow himself to do what he needs to do. That is the Elias Pettersson that we know. Hoglander's got to step up as well. The whole line has to. Yeah, I agree with that, JR40. I agree. You can see Hoglander's effort, though. He isn't painful to watch. Yeah, Mikheyev is a completely different level of ineptitude on that line. Hoglander, at least, I think he just gets a bit unlucky at times. Oh, what are we doing here with the draft lotto? Is that Macklin Celebrini holding the darn cards? That is crazy. And then there are all the GMs remoting in from Zoom. Okay, so it's kind of like a half and half of what we'd seen in the past. In prior years, it was all online. In prior years, it was all in real life. Now it's a half and half. Okay. Cool. If St. Louis is 16, we know the leak is real. Tape it. The Blues had a 99% chance of drafting 16th anyway. I think St. Louis is probably going to draft 16th. I'm sorry. I'll let people find it for themselves. Yeah. Do you think Bedard is cheering for the Canucks? He better be. He's a mod of this stream, isn't he? Lego, what is your priority list to bring back this year for the Canucks? In my opinion, it's Zadorov, Lindholm, Joshua Myers, Hronek. I think for me, my heart says Joshua is number 1, but I know it's not going to be cheap. Oh, they have Macklin Celebrini literally there. Look at that dude. What a guy, eh? What a guy. I'd say Joshua actually would be number 1, and then I'd say maybe Zadorov, and then Hronek, Lindholm, Myers. I think they could get away with not re-signing Myers, but of course it would be kind of nice to bring him back, as long as the price tag is okay. Look at Macklin Celebrini, what a dude, eh? Flames fan here. How you guys liking Big Z and Elias so far? They have been so good. Towards the end of the regular season, I'd say that Lindholm was pretty disappointing. He was starting to pick it up, though, a little bit. And then in the playoffs, he just absolutely went off with points, and he shut down the opposing team's top lines. Zadorov had scored multiple goals, and he's been a physical presence. Zadorov has sort of an edge to his game. He's like Tyler Myers, but he takes more risks, and the risks work out 70-80% of the time. Zadorov has been awesome. Lego, I'm back. Miss you, my guy. Javon! What's going on, man? Nice to see you here. Really appreciate the kind words, my man. It's been a really long time. Yeah, no. How does this feel? This years of waiting for the playoffs and we're here. Yeah, dude. Like I was talking about this earlier, but not just for me, but for the entire city. Vancouver has been taken over by this Canucks team. Like jerseys on the street, everybody's talking about it. This is a buzz that we haven't seen in a decade. A decade plus. It's been so long without some meaningful Vancouver Canucks hockey, and I'm super happy to see it go through. Holy Macklin, you got the first pick. Yeah, no, nice to see you though, Javon. It's been a while. Myers for less than 3 would be great. I'd be good with that. He's made so much money. Let him take a cheap stay here deal. He's always in Kelowna anyway, so yeah, having Myers sticking around would be nice. He's made enough money from us. Exactly, BJ Ballin. Never in my life would I thought I'd be cheering for the Canucks, but here I am. Terran Boot, you've made a good choice. You've made a very, very good choice. Bedsy in the chat. No way, bro. No way. Connor Bedard, man. Absolute legend. He is still a stream mod for a reason. He is awesome, bro. Connor Bedard's rookie season was awesome, too. I mean, really cannot go out there and discredit him. Leo Soininen. Lego, out of all your franchises in the NHL, which one is your least favorite? Honestly, if I had to pick one, the one that always stands out in my mind is Boston. Like, I don't know, the Bruins, they beat the Canucks. They're kind of like the devil for all these Canadian teams. They sting Montreal, they sting Toronto, they stung Vancouver. Yeah, Boston. I say Boston. Notable defensemen in the 2024 draft. We're talking about Parekh, Silayev, Levshunov. Lots of talk going on here about the draft. Connor Bedard, GOAT mod. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's probably a bunch of people in this stream that are like, what the hell are they talking about? Connor Bedard? Like, there's very good reason to believe that Connor Bedard himself was, should I say, is a stream mod in this chat. And there's an entire story about it. There's an entire lore. We can talk about that another day. But for now, though, the draft lottery odds. I can't show the programming on the screen here, but the San Jose Sharks do have the best odds at getting Macklin Celebrini, Chicago number 2, Anaheim 3, Columbus 4. Wait, is Connor in the chat? I don't know. Somebody check. Holy, you actually named my last name on the head. Nobody ever gets it. Oh, I'll take that compliment, Leo. Based off of your name, are you Finnish? Leo Soininen, yeah. If that's Finnish, then I think, I kind of have a little bit of a tongue with that just because of all the prospect names I've had to pronounce. I lived in Calgary for 8 years, loved it. Currently in Australia, and most Australians cheer for the Canucks or a Californian team. That's the move. I actually do have an aunt of mine. She is in Australia. I have some cousins there too, but I've never met them because, distance. That Bedard was not real. I stand by that statement, BJ Ballin says. It's a mystery, man. It's lore. It's deep, deep lore for this entire thing here. I am Mountain Drew. That's a great username. Amazing. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Leo, yes, I am Finnish. Okay, yeah. That's kind of why I think I was able to get it. Lego casually looking up the personal information of his fans. I'm not that bad. Give me a second. I'll be back in like literally 10 seconds. I gotta get some Kleenexes over here. Oh boy, allergy season, baby. Like, we got it. Like, I'm sorry, man. I had to do this. Allergies. So, St. Louis, 16th overall. Detroit, 15th overall. That is already confirmed. Not too big of a surprise. Night Hockey 88, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. But, yeah, no, the draft lottery so far, everything is going the way we think it should have gone. Minnesota at 13, Philadelphia at 12. Detroit, though, Jaden as well. Thank you so much for your subscription. Detroit, as we had talked about, there are a few guys that they could take. I mean, I want to talk about my Wings, right? We could talk about the Wings. We've got a lot of fans here in the chat talking about the Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, no, guys, I know I needed to get my Kleenexes. It's allergy season. There is a lot of pollen out there, and this window is open. But watch the leak be right. Yeah, no. Callan as well, thank you so much for your subscription. 11th overall. Okay, Buffalo. Nice. Not a surprise. It is going the way we think it's going to go. We have not had our 2 winners announced just yet. New Jersey at 10th overall. Yep, okay, New Jersey. Great. Everything is going the same that we thought it would be. Everything is going the same as we thought it would be. Let's go over back to the, what is it? The scene here. Yeah, so this was what we saw was leaked earlier, or not even leaked, but rehearsed from John Bucci-Gross's Twitter. And if we go over to the list, I mean, yeah, St. Louis, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, everything looks to be very similar here. The Rhino, thank you so much for your subscription. Everything here is exactly the same, right? Yeah, so number 9, is it going to be Calgary? It's going to be Calgary. Okay, great. 8th overall, Seattle. All right. 8th overall is indeed Seattle. So everything has been working out exactly the way we thought it would. Nothing here is changed. 7th overall, is it going to be Ottawa? Yeah, it's Ottawa. Okay, now we're moving into the top 5. We will know if the leak is real if 6th overall is Utah or Montreal. 6th overall, is it going to be Utah? Is it going to be Utah? Utah! Okay, great! So the leak is wrong. The leak is wrong. Utah got 6, which means the top 5 is different. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, Montreal's drafting 5. Not number 1. Ay. We all thought that the Montreal Canadiens might have a miracle chance of going up. But yeah, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. Utah is not winning a lottery. They are 6th overall. This thing is moving so quickly. They didn't even put a commercial break in. My goodness. Oh, they're probably going to stop up the commercial break right before the top 3 or the top 2. That's what they're always... Yeah, they always do that, I think. But yeah, no, Celebrini is not going over to Montreal, unfortunately. I guess we can make a video later in the day asking, like, what players my teams could go out there and take. And I say my teams because I'm referring to 15th and number 5. But, yeah, no, let's go back to Bill Daly here. 4th overall. Chicago? Columbus. Okay, 4th overall, Columbus. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Everything is like exactly the same as what we had seen here on Tankathon. I probably should have had this open the entire time. I'm sorry, my bad, guys. Yeah, no, Fizzy, you're right. Boring draft, eh? The league panicked and changed it last minute? Kind of. It feels that way, isn't it? Wings trade Bergen, Wallander, Johansson, plus this year's first and second round picks for the first overall picks. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could see some gnarly trades going down here. But yeah, no, Chicago, Anaheim, or San Jose. This will be our top 3. And are they going to a commercial break? Yeah, they are. See, I called it. Commercial break right before the first overall pick. So everything here is the same. St. Louis, Detroit, San Jose, Minnesota, Philly, Buffalo. Nothing changed. We had the Utah Hockey Club bouncing up in the leaked image that we had seen earlier. But other than that, I mean... Like, other than this right here, there has been no drama. Nothing changed in the draft lottery, which is, you know, not the worst thing in the world. I will freak the F out, though, if it's Chicago at number 1 and not, like, San Jose or Anaheim. Anaheim, at the very least, you know, I like the Ducks, I like Leo Carlsson, I like Mason McTavish, so those dudes can do whatever it is that they need to do. Like, I am good with those guys. But when it comes to Chicago, yeah, sorry, like, Connor Bedard is already good enough. We do not want to see a Taves and Kane duo for the next 10 years with Bedard and Celebrini. I am sorry. Unless you're a Chicago fan, which then, of course, you're free to celebrate however it is that you please. But, yeah, no. Top 3 is Anaheim, Chicago, and San Jose. If we reload the page, yeah, okay. We reloaded the page here, and everything is exactly the same. It is exactly the same. Boring, boring, boring NHL. I think the comment that y'all were saying is actually pretty true here, that the NHL saw this and they panicked, so they did it again. But of course, you know, this is from like way earlier in the morning before everything was announced. So, yeah, yawn, what a snoozer. Maybe they knew it would be boring, so they put out a fake leak. That's nice. Nice conspiracy there. Ducks fans deserve some happiness. Celebrini, Carlson, McTavish, Zegras, Sennecke is illegal. Yeah, but that's only if Zegras stays. Who knows if that's going to happen then. It's going to be Anaheim. I think I can smell it. Okay, Canadian Mad Duck. We'll see. We will see. Is Seattle confirmed pick number 8? Yes, they are. Everything here from 16 up until 4 is already confirmed. It's confirmed, nothing changed, the odds were the odds, and it's going to be one of these top 3 teams. Okay, here we go. The program is back. All right. Where is Celebrini going to go? Honestly, like, Celebrini is going to either California or Chicago. Like, at least he doesn't have to go to Ohio, right? Yeah, Skibbity. Scratch that. Right. It's Chicago. I'm calling it Fizzy. Okay, 3rd overall. Anaheim. Oh, boy. It's Chicago or San Jose, dude. It's Chicago or San Ho freaking Zay. Please be the Sharks, man. Please be the Sharks. Please be the Sharks. Come on. Okay, the number 1 pick. They're doing number 1. 1st overall belongs to the Sharks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of here, Chicago. Let's go. Franchise-altering superstar to the San Jose Sharks. Boom, baby. Let's go. I've never been so invested and happy to see a random-ass team from California win the 1st overall pick. Let's go Sharks. Yeah, all of y'all in the chat saying the same thing. Sharks, let's go Sharks. Sharks need it. Thank gosh it's the Sharks, Sharks, Sharks. So nothing moved. Yeah, nothing moved. This is like, when was the last time this happened? When was the last time we had a draft where the order was exactly what ended up happening? Let's actually go through the history books here. If we go over to 2023 NHL Draft, let's go to 2024. So everything was exactly the same. You can see it on the chart here. If we go to the 2023 draft, yeah, no, the 2023 draft changed because the worst overall Anaheim dropped to number 2 and number 3 Chicago went up to 1. 2022 2nd overall was taken by New Jersey, who was 5th in the standings. If we go over to 2021, this was Buffalo. The worst team was 1st, but the 2nd team was 3rd worst in the real NHL, Seattle. 2020, this was weird because it was a play-in series loser that ended up winning Alexis Lafreniere, inevitably the Rangers. 2019, it was New Jersey, New York, Chicago. The worst teams got screwed over and ended up going 4th and 5th. 2018, yeah, no, it wasn't that. 2017, yeah, no, it wasn't that. 2016, yeah, no, it wasn't that. 2015, was there even a lottery done? Okay, yeah, no. The Oilers won the lottery moving from 3rd to 1st, so same thing. 2014, The Florida Panthers won the lottery, moving them from second to first. 2013. It's been so darn long. Even 2013 wasn't like that. We have not had a draft where the teams just pretty much stayed in order the entire way through in years. It's been over a decade. My gosh. This is literally a first in the NHL. San Jose is getting Celebrini, and that is going to be amazing. Thank you, Gary Bettman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. All right, yeah, first time ever. Celebrini's going to have nobody to play with. He's got, what's the Swedish kid's name? William Eklund. Like, he'll be fine, I think. At least it wasn't Chicago again. Yeah, at least it wasn't Chicago. NHL is so boring. 2 big wins for NHL fans the past 3 days. Vegas out in Chicago doesn't win the lottery. Yeah, I kind of agree there. But I'm salty. Where's our superstar in Montreal? Come on, Gary. I know we stole the 93 Stanley Cup from your Kings, but it's been a while. Boo, Sharks. The NHL panicked 100%. I think they might have, man. They very well might have panicked. Gotta duck out later, everyone. Turan boot. Yeah, no. I think that's it, eh? I think that's it. We gotta make some videos as well for the Canadiens and the Red Wings, so I'll leave y'all with this. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for the 2024 NHL Draft Lottery to see this darn thing be exactly the way that it was projected to go. We pulled some really cool hockey cards. We have a stack right here, a bunch of them that we ended up pulling live on stream. I can use the cost of the cards as a tax write-off, so I'm happy about that. But for now, stay tuned to the channel. We will be posting videos about some of these prospects and the draft itself. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the draft itself will bring up. We do have another stream scheduled for then. But yeah, no, we still have a lot of people in here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate that. All of the streamers, commenters over here. Yeah, no, Legion of Solid, Cohen, Knight, Sylvain. Thank you guys hanging out here with us and spending some time, but I gotta get back to work. I can see the view count dwindling down, so yeah, people, Celebrini is indeed going to San Jose. That's gonna be great. David, I'd like the stream, but with said stream about to end, I'd like to thank LEGO for having hosted the 24 Draft Lottery. Hey, thank you, David. I really appreciate that. Ziff Fick says, good stream. Pluto, LEGO, have a good night, bro. Thank you so much for the kind words, guys. I really appreciate it, but I gotta go back to work over here. Thank you, Zess. Thank you, IC3760. Hello from Burnaby. And, yeah, I guess that's it, eh? We'll end the stream off here and make some videos about the Canadiens and the Red Wings and the other teams that are interesting to me. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you do feel it's necessary, if you liked what you had seen. Then have a good night, good rest of your day here if you're in Vancouver like I am, and enjoy the rest of the playoffs. We got Canucks and Oilers tomorrow. That's going to be great. Thoughts in the comments section below if you're on the replay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you once more to Detroit Dabber 313 and Rolig, Red Barrett as well, and bye.